if you want a guy, you have to take him because there's no trades. And they felt like if they didn't take him where they did, somebody else was going to get them, and they just absolutely did not want that to happen.
Jim Callis, we appreciate the time. Thanks.
A minor league checks in with one of his players to discuss a launch plan for the young man's development.
6 months in Redondo, beach right by the condo. Oh my gosh, oh my casa, I'ma need my sushi pronto. Shooting star like a Cosmo, make you move like a mambo. Spank a hater like a bongo. They be sleeping mono, girl sweet like a mango. Gets a taste to the tango, strum like a banjo. Then hit the sign in our sandals. Flow hot like a condo, ain't no place that I can't go. On a mission like Rambo, self-portrait like Van Gogh. My whole team really on deck. Like North, about to blow flex. Nike flow, about to get checks. Pump it up, about to get pecks. G's work like a named Shrek. With the money, with the power, respect on deck. Like a Porsche, move fast like a Porsche. Try to beat like a horse, spit flames like a torch. Now I'm riding up the 2. You would think I'm in the 6. Born Jan 26, 36, but I never the brick. When I shoot, I never brick. When I shoot it, swish. Fourth quarter, 10 on the clock. Follow through is in the wrist. I get it, I got it, I'm good, I'm about it, I get it, I got it, I'm good, I'm with it, I get it, I got it, I'm good, you dig it, squad hustle like a relay, run it back like a replay, no time for that he say, I care about what she say, self-care like eat, pray, give thanks before I eat, pray, but tell a hater that I eat, pray, I'm like Miami where the heat say, got the focus like a sensei, had to carve it out my own way, you ain't got the answers like Sway, Friday night just got paid, but I go that
Rolling along with the podcast and back on the prospect who's divided the scouting community, I am opposed to this belief that he went too high. I really think he could be a steal here. This is a guy who's got so much development left to do. He's got so much potential. And I think all the scouts who are down on him think, oh, he's not a finished product. We don't know what he is. That, to me, could be a good thing. He can hit. He can field. He can pitch. There is so much untapped potential so far for this guy. I'm excited to see what he becomes. And certainly as he gets started actually playing, actually being in games, we're going to be able to talk to some other folks who get a better read on him and see what they think. I'm excited for that. And frankly, I'm going to have my eye on him for a while.
A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
again. Act like a saint, who am I to pretend? Asking the Lord to forgive all my sins with my fingers crossed behind my back with a grin. I sin. I feel like the Bucks. I win. Again and again. Now they telling their friends. I don't know who my friends, they like to pretend. They couldn't see me going very far. Now I be overseas with the mob. I get paid when I pass a bar, but I got no love for the law. I can't remember when I had a job. Back when they wouldn't build, now they bob. I still got paper tags on my car. Now I got gophers fucking up my lawn. That's annoying. I'm picking my poison. You crabs in a barrel. While my lobster's poison. I'm trying to avoid them, but they keep on coming for me. DMX, what they wanting from me? BMX, I ain't stunting for free. On my mama deceased, so you know that it's true when I speak. Matador, I ain't running from beef. Mike Tyson asked for my hunger so deep. I replied, ain't no love in the streets. Also, there wasn't no love in my home, so only get love when it's coming from me. Preach. I sin. I feel like the Bucks. I win. Again and again. Now they telling their friends. I don't know who my friends, they like to pretend. Santa Monica Boulevard, I can't tell amen.
That's you with that big Benz, That's you that can't keep old, cause you keep yelling the friends, You gotta go to court, You got service subpoena for child support, That was that nerve, You ain't even get a chance to say a word, I know I ain't tripping, don't your brother got them birds, You ready to bust you somebody, You ain't scared, You know how to play it, I know you ain't gonna let somebody come and punk you, Stand in front you, Straight up run you, You know who got that fire, You know how to use a triple beam, It ain't hard as it seems, You keep your body clean, You got a lot of your bold jeans, Some of your partners, You don't really want to mess with them clowns, You come up with them clowns, You stuck with them clowns, You Jesus, you got your block on fire, you remain in the G. Until the moment you expire, you know what it is. You make nothing out of something, you handle your biz. You don't be crying, it is something, you baby Jesus. You got your block on fire, you remain in the G. Until the moment you expire, you know what it is. You make nothing out of something, you handle your biz. You don't be crying, it is suffering. You can't do nothing but love fresh, You won't know what we gonna do next, You bought our tape with your check, You wearing a vest, You trying to protect your chest, You spend 70 on your fins, That ain't yours, that's for your friends, You won't stop these heads from playing with you, You won't run the block, You won't be the last one with rocks, You keep it, You count the money at the end of the night, You on a 3-day flight, You full of that, You ducking them people, You the one Facebook on news last night, You the one the dudes out their shoes last night, You don't come in the project when it's dog, You claim you're a thug and you ain't got no heart, You came in the Norway on New Year's Eve, You got stuck in there and you couldn't leave, It was hard for you to breathe, You're a paper chaser, you got your block on fire, you remain in the G. Until the moment you expire, you know what it is. You make nothing out of something, you handle your biz. You know you're crying and it's something, you a paper chaser. You got your block on fire, you remain in the G. Until the moment you expire, you know what it is. You make nothing out of something, you handle your biz. You don't be crying and it's suffering. You got a trespass and you got on the hard, when you was looking at them, you don't know when to quit, That's you with that shot call and click, That's you with that ball and click, That's you that's taking them hits, Your girl don't know when to shut up her mouth, You gon' one of her teeth out, You done switch from Nikes to Reeboks, You twinkle your goals every time you leave your house, The income tax checks out, You about to flip that, You about to go so you about to go treat your, You about to go put the on one of these, When you broke, you drove, When you paid, you got boo-boo places to go, You on top, You don't think you can be stopped, You by the shop, You riding in the Benz on 20-inch rims, You're a paper chaser, you got your block on fire, you remain in the G. Until the moment you expire, you know what it is. You make nothing out of something, you handle your biz. You don't be crying and it's something, you a paper chaser. You got your block on fire, you remain in the G. Until the moment you expire, you know
selfless. Let's make the most, say a toast before we melt. Don't do this to me. We're both so far gone. Yeah, tell right from wrong. You say you're mine, but you're anybody else's. I say I'm yours, but there's always someone else. We're both so far gone. Yeah, tell right from wrong.
Since you don't love me, hey, I'm guessing I'ma be okay. Since you don't feel me now, I feel like I'ma live somehow.
Your love never meant much to me. Love never meant much to me. Your love never meant much to me.
God, the God ordered is Tokyo and I'm Godzilla. Playing blackjack versus dead, you're on the card dealer. Just bought a demon, I'm screaming about the car dealer. Last temptation of Mike, but I'm a God figure. Tell Beelzebub that the God don't need a job, and if I did, the oligarchs would be missing the when I'm gone. This is Bonaparte and he paired with Tucson, and they went on a world conquest. Tear you from need apart. Michael remained dead, but still virtuous. Wait to come out of petty, you found out the church services. Not a holy man, but a moral in my perversity. So I support workers unionizing their services.
You say that you don't love me. I'm guessing I'ma be okay. You say that you don't feel me now. I pull up, I'ma live somehow. Your love never meant much to me. Love never meant much to me. Your love never meant much to me. Your love never meant much.
Born from the ether, I just appeared out of cloud. Scream invade the world. Rick was coming out like you Wrigley. I watch my mouth shot, he don't pronounce my name correct. Rules are gotta be rules, any exceptions, and I'm not a leader. Thinking the box and I get him, I fix the shot as if I eat a donut hole. They'll get to the crib and quickly. I watch my mouth when I'm finished watching y'all suck cock. Don't doubt you put an ounce of that evil on me, I'm flipping Ricky. I give an inch to you simps, I'll never forgive me. Not saying it's a conspiracy, but you're all against me. You see a future with runner jewels, ain't the shit but cancel my trip, turn the time machine back around a sense.
You say that you don't love me. I'm guessing I'ma be okay. You say that you don't feel me now. I pull up, I'ma live somehow. Your love never meant much to me. Love never meant much to me. Your love never meant much to me. Your love never meant much.
Wow. Check it. A1, I ain't talking steak sauce. Run it now and I'm a great boss. Run it ain't for the weight loss. Matter of fact, tryna be the cake boss. Fill up the bag to the brim right there. Standing in the shine, make a dim right there. Gospel truth, yeah, that's him right there. That boy stay by the rim right there. Step my dough just like it's philo. Tell the Uber pick me up on Pico. Yeah, got some in the back like some mosquitoes, and I never play myself. You getting on the placebo. These C-notes getting abused to them. That's how it is. And Primo is the feeling when this trio get down to biz. I heard you need a hit. Got the gloves, you been ollie with the slip. Shower me with love, already bathing in drip. This ain't a skip, blue chip on the mission, finna dip. Pole position, Lil. Been a long time coming. Haters gon' be part-time loving. Haters been a long time running. It don't matter, they ain't catching up at all, I promise. It's been a long time coming. Haters gon' be part-time loving. Putting up some all-time numbers. Hang the banner, they ain't catching up at all, I promise. I ain't never falling for no pump fake. Yeah, yeah. Everybody know y'all like the funk fake. Yeah, yeah. They want sticking with me like some duct tape. Coming easy to me, do that in one take. Yeah, yeah. Got a mask in, where your mask is. This is really me, the cat been out the bag. And long as the world's spending on the taxes, I ain't standing idle, gotta keep it active. Click, clock, horses in the drop. Hot, yo, Photoshop. Real hip hop, like I rock a big clock at the tip top. Yeah, with my photo op. Hey, when I come inside, I do 'em a favor. Don't get the wrong impression, I'ma need my retainer. Stacking up the paper until E.T. my neighbor. Just reaping all the fruits of my labor. I got acres. And this been a long time coming. Haters gon' be part-time loving. Haters been a long time running. It don't matter, they ain't catching up at all, I promise. This been a long time coming. Haters gon' be part-time loving. Putting up some all-time numbers. Hang the banner, they ain't catching up at all. Finna make my own wave, I ain't following the tide. 100 from the jump, they all know I'm bona fide. Plenty of it left to keep the haters occupied. Work too hard, but to let it die. Make my own wave, I ain't following the tide. 100 from the jump, they all know I'm bona fide. Plenty of it left to keep the haters occupied. I work too hard, but to let it die. Yeah, I work too hard, but to let it die. I work too hard, but to let it die. Let it die. Yeah. Trappy, where the drums at? Don't you see them? Every time I light one up, don't you see them? I hop in my car,
get up.
See them?
Say she wanna ride with us, then ride with us. Say she wanna roll with us, then roll with us. Say she wanna ride with us, then ride with us. Seat in the back, supposed to be the front. Say it's too loud, still turning up. Why you all in my face? I don't give a. She ride shotgun, try and give me some. Oh, there you go again. Rolling up, putting on the floor again. A nice day, I might roll to the store again and let y'all see the whip. Get a whip, hit a switch, get a.
Don't you see them? Don't you see them?
Say she wanna ride with us, then ride with us. Say she wanna roll with us, then roll with us. Say she wanna ride with us, then ride with us. I know you've been hanging, and I know you've been hanging. What's that
team's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Opening night here in this brand new season between the Erie Seawolves and the Reading Fightin' Phils. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. David Parkinson gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3. But if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
So now here is Tony Ballard looking to put them ahead early with this at-bat. Now here's the first offering. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one.
Little traffic on the base paths right here, but 1 pitch away from getting a double play and getting right back into control.
Swing and a looper to left. Left fielder coming in. He can't get there as it falls in. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out. And that right there was his first double-A base hit. I would imagine he's got to feel pretty good about that.
I'm sure he does, Matt. A lot of guys never get to double-A baseball. And even though this isn't the end goal for him, it's always nice to get on the stat sheet as you move up through the minors.
Now at the plate, Josh Lester. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. As a look, now the pitch. Swinging a soft liner, but this is hauled in by the second baseman. And now here is Aderlin Rodriguez. And a golden opportunity here to give his guys the lead with 3 men aboard. Lifted in the air to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Stepping up is Tony Ballard. He singled in his first AB. From the belt, kicks and deals. Liner towards second, but this is hauled in by the second baseman. Next to hit is Josh Lester. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. For the first pitch, a check at first. In the dirt, and oh, he can't quite dig it out. Into the box, Tony Ballard. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit pretty well out toward right center field.
Come on, come on, come on. You got it. Round it.
1 run scores. And that'll get over the wall, in fact, so 2 runs will score, but not the third.
With the sacks full right there, it's kind of unfortunate to hit the ball that well and see it bounce over the wall for a ground rule double. All 3 runs might have scored if that ball stayed in the ballpark. Instead, they'll have to just settle for 2 for right now.
Now back, designated hitter, Josh Lester.
At the plate now, Josh Lester, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. And it's 1-2. And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. popped him up. Velasco has a play. And he makes the catch to retire the side. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 hits. No. So next to hit is Tony Ballard. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. And this is cut on and missed below the knees, and it's 0-1.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the...
Your attention, please.
Now at the plate, here is Jack Conley. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. Live. But speared on a hop. One there. On to first, so he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play.
They played the matchup there, and it worked out perfectly. Ground ball double play, and that changes the complexion of this inning entirely.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Kevin Velasco, trying here to plate the tying run from second. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. On the line, that's a base hit. Muzziotti rounds the corner and is headed home. The tag, and he's safe. We're all square at 6-6.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's...
Perfect.
And now in the box, Tony Ballard grounded out in his last at-bat. First pitch on the way. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Hey, not too often we see this hitter come outside his game plan, outside the zone, but that pitch was just so tempting.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. Redding is out in front here. So the next to bat will be Tony Ballard. Struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. Off of one leg, in the hole, falling away. That is pure magic. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball. This one wraps this up as a 10-8 final. The Reading Fightin' Phils scored 10 runs on the way to victory. Josh Tolles claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that will put a wrap on things here this evening. From our partners Dan Plezak and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 41 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
The show's continuing coverage of AA Northeast League Baseball is on the air. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Erie Seawolves and the Reading Fightin' Phils. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Bailey Falter is on the mound for Game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, Matty, you're looking.
Next, it'll be Tony Ballard, and they're runners at the corners now. He's set. Here it comes. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They're coming off a good victory here in front of the home faithful on opening day.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's a long season, but they were able to win the opener, and nothing would be sweeter if you could get in your car today and drive home 2-0. This is a big game. This is a nice little momentum either way. Another win here, and they're going to be feeling great about where they're at.
Runners at the corners here, nobody out. Another one sent foul. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. It is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
I think that's one of the toughest calls for him.
New inning set to get underway, and set to go as the third baseman, Tony Ballard.
This is when you got to get selfish. You cannot get complacent or overconfident right here. These days don't happen often. When you got your foot on the accelerator and the entire offense is feeling pretty good, get greedy and keep getting knocks and putting pressure on the defense.
So 2 pitches in a row on the outside corner for strikes. You think he stays out there?
I think he does. One thing you don't want to do, though, Matt, it's not a good idea to throw the same hitter, the same pitch 3 times in a row, back to back to back, but I think he might throw it here.
And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
Up next, Josh Lester. He singled first time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Randolph arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. Throw back to second, and that's a double play.
3, 3, 3.
Now to the plate, Tony Ballard. Now the reliever remains in the game here, having pitched very well, but this is a longer outing than what he's used. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Back on it is the left fielder, and he makes the catch as just the 1 run comes across in the inning. Next, here is Simone Muzziotti. He's 0 for 1 thus far. A swing and a ground ball to third. Oh, but the feet of the second baseman is a wild one. He's in at second safely, as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Well, we all know that errors happen.
So now to the plate, Tony Ballard. He flew out in his last AB. Now a throw over to first. A dive, but he's back. He's set and the pitch. Runners on the move for second. Hit high and deep to right center. Long run for the center fielder. He can't make the play as it hops over the wall, and that's a break for the defense as it's going to keep the runner from first from scoring. Next will be the designated hitter, Josh Lester. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and just another simple single to the outfield would be a big one right here. Don't try and do too much. You know there's a potential base open right there. Maybe sit off speed.
Grounded to third. Scooped up. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Scott Spindler. Popped him up. Short, waits on it. One down. Now into the box, Tony Ballard. He doubled his last time up.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
Now the 0-1. Goodness, 0-2 now.
Ew, is that ugly? You could probably throw anything out there to this guy. He'd swing at the rosin bag if you throw it up there.
And a slider, called strike 3 as he couldn't pull the trigger, and the side is retired. And stepping in, Kevin Velasco flew out last time up.
The shortstop.
Here comes the 1-2.
Velasco.
Pitch is popped up. Ballard is under it, and that retires the side. This one pretty well in the bag.
Well, the tone was set for this game from the very first inning. They came out absolutely banging the ball around and took that great start to another notch in the win column.
9-3 the final tally here in this one. The Erie Seawolves came out swinging with a huge first inning that really set them up well. Alex Lang gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Bailey Falter struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshow.com.
shot is never enough. I just wait for this to go into circles. And the distance of my room is anything so necessary. I was thinking about that thing that you said last night. So boring. And the 80s bands, oh, where do they go? Can we switch into the chorus right now? I want new friends, but then I want me. They have some fun, but then they just leave. Is it just them, or maybe all me? Why my new friends don't seem to want me? Hurts my case, but that's okay. It hurts my case, but that's okay. I'm dancing on a moonbeam. On and on and on and on and on. The deeper I get, the less that I know. That's the way to go. The less that I know, the deeper I go. To the end, though. The deeper I get, the less.
Came alive. At the same time, I planned my suit got bad. Now, literally, I would live lonely inside. On the physical side, all my miracles died. 2012, guess that plan didn't go well. Out my shell, still I'm living it. Yet it was written from God, it was gifted to give you a story that ain't hard to tell. 2013, far from a preteen, but it seemed that I had to chase my dreams, making anything that the world has not seen or heard. Moving words like verbs, curves. 2014, when I turned 19, saying R.I.P. to my big bone tree and my girl TT. When she down, I'm back on road, cause I couldn't come round to the funeral. Then a whole year passed, made an EP and the fans got mad. A lot of issues that a young man had, just 2 years shy of a high school grad. 2016, when the boy got me, QLT embedded in my G's. Around the same time I met XSE. If the clan ain't hit, then we just might be the ones that have it all in our reach. 2017, I had no place to sleep. 2018, Tap Blue 1-3 was the best that people ever heard from me. When you get pure pain, I'ma just make heat. 2019, been good and bleak. Cut off the blocks, new look, same me. Used to chase my dreams, not a dream chase me. Chase my dream, chase my dream.
to the Home Run Derby. 2 hitters will go head-to-head in a winner-take-all matchup. Each contestant will have 4 minutes to hit as many home runs as possible. If a contestant hits 2 home runs 440 feet or further, they will earn an additional 30 seconds of bonus time. The player who hits the most home runs will be crowned champion. Now that the rules are clear, it's time for the Home Run Derby. Hitting first in this championship round, number 27, Mike Brown. The championship round has officially started. And that one splashes down into the pool. Another home run. Minutes to go. And there it is, his 3rd home run. All the way out to the concourse. That is out of here. His 3rd in a row. 2 minutes remaining. That's a home run. That clears the wall. Just 1 minute remaining. That one is gone. 30 seconds left. Yes, sir. That one is gone. That one out of here, onto the balcony. Time's up. That will do it. He finishes with 11 home runs, and he will have to wait to see if that's enough. And that one out of here. Onto the balcony. No doubt about that one. 3 minutes to go. Goodbye into the pool area. A hat trick. 3 in a row. See you later off the balcony. That is now 5 in a row. Another home run. 2 minutes remaining. Make it 9 home runs. His 3rd consecutive home run. Out of here. Just 1 minute remaining. Seconds left. Ladies and gentlemen, your Home Run Derby champion, Luke Ford.
We hear all the time from people around the game that Double A is where you start to see the breaking balls that are really set apart from what you've seen before. That can be a big challenge for a young hitter.
Absolutely, and I think when you think back to some of the pitchers that I faced, some of the guys that you face in the big leagues for 5, 6. 10 years, you're thinking, man, I saw him somewhere. Yeah, it was Double A, because when you see most prospects of any organization, they pretty much go to Double A just to get themselves over that hump and get ready for the league.
You had a breakout season at the Double A level yourself. What was it about you that enabled you to have that kind of campaign?
I was very confident, and I thought, if the confidence could just stay with me consistently, which is very hard to do at any level of baseball because it's a game of failure. I just try to be consistent every night, whether it was, defensively, offensively, just bring something to the table. Go home with something where you felt good, and I didn't have to think about that game when I went to sleep.
A Double A hitting coach touches base with a new arrival to the team.
Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the AA Northeast League. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Reading Fightin' Phils and the Erie Seawolves. We've got baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Jeff Brunner gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him? Now at the plate is Tony Ballard. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Pitch on the way. Now a swing and a fly ball. Right fielder is on the run, and no one will track it down. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control 0-2.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. We played an inning, still 0-0. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And standing in is the DH, Tony Ballard.
This is where the pressure starts to build a little bit on an offense. It's not late enough. I mean, you don't have to start panicking right now, but this is where you're looking for someone to light a spark to get back in this.
Stepping in once again is Tony Ballard. And that one yanked just foul.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. Striding forward now is the DH, Tony Ballard. Potential tying run for him at third base. Popped up, Velasco is calling for it. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run. Next, it'll be Kevin Velasco. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. At the plate now is Tony Ballard. He'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second. Trying to check it, and it's 0-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
And there are 2 away now.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
And tonight's 1-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final. The Reading Fightin' Phils took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Today, it's game 2 of a 3-game weekend set between the Reading Fightin' Phils and... It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Now to the plate, here is Simone Muzziotti. He will lead this one off today. And he gets ahead 0-1. Guys, you take a look at the home 9 as they enter play here this afternoon. They come out of the gate slowly. Just 1 of their first 4 have been wins.
Yeah, Matty, they lost their last game. It was only by 1 run. They should be able, those are the tough ones, but they should be able to put this one behind them.
The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
On the ground to the left side. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
I don't know what side of the fence I fall on, boys. Old school, new school. I think I kind of stand right along that fence. But one thing that gets me jacked up is watching guys grind down an account and drive base hits the other way.
Kerry Chow is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Heading out towards shallow right. Morrison will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first. And now Scott Spindler comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Set to deliver the 0-1. Looked like the changeup slipped out that time, and it misses well above the zone. Chopped back to the mound. Can they turn it? And that's the second out. So here is Kevin Velasco, runner in scoring position with two gone. And a called strike on the outside part of the plate. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. This is on the ground over to first. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And not in time as the run scores.
Dan, you were one pitch away from getting out of this. 2 outs, 2 strikes on the batter, and he's able to throw out a ribby knock.
Dero, it's hard to get more frustrated than that as a pitcher. You're 1 pitch away from getting out of a lot of traffic on the bases, getting into the inning, and next thing you know, you give up a 2-out, 2-strike base hit. Nothing more frustrating for a pitcher than to have that happen.
The 1-1. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Nick Maton stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. Velasco at second, Randolph at first, 2 out in the inning. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors. Now to bat, Jerry Mendez. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. That misses, 2-0.
Hate to do it, but I've got to question the pitch calling right there. With a guy like this at the plate, you got to attack him with your fastball instead of pitching him like he's a middle-of-the-order power guy.
Off-speed pitch misses here, and he runs it to 3-1.
Well, you can see here, this has been a steady diet of off-speed pitches, and what has it gotten him? Not a whole lot as he's fallen behind in the count. 3 balls and 1 strike.
Now the payoff pitch home. Swing and a liner. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Boy, talk about being a game of inches, Dero. That was a bullet just out of the reach of the third baseman.
Yeah, third base is just a reactionary position, kind of a la goalie in hockey. He didn't have much chance there. He tried to make a play, get it above his head, but he was unable to get there.
Strike taken as the curveball drops into the bottom part of the zone. A double play ball to second. 4 to second for 1. On to first, and they get the double play.
Boy, that's about as easy as it comes. A chopper, 2-hopper turns into a tailor-made 4-6-3 double play.
Matt Schaefer stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1.
Great job by the pitcher right there to pull the string. He knew he had an aggressive hitter at the plate, somebody who was sitting on fastball.
We'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the third out. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left.
3.
Now it'll be Simone Muzziotti, singled in his last at-bat. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And that is off the wall. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
And with that double, he's 2 for 2 and halfway to the cycle. Gave it a good ride, and that's the second time he's barreled up the ball. So he's seeing the ball really well. See if his teammates can pick him up and bring him home now.
And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? Next up is Scott Spindler. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Oh, not fooled one bit by the changeup as he smokes this one to deep left field. That one will not be coming back. A home run.
This is just one of those parks where the ball seems to jump off the bat a lot more during the day. This is the first one of the day, but we might see a few more before this one's over.
1 for 1 with a single so far. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out. Next to hit, Cornelius Randolph, who collected a base hit his first time up. Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. The 0-1 changeup is high, 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Short is there and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. So stepping in is Nick Maton. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and a borderline call, Matty. I don't know. I got to feel like he's got to build a rapport. With this umpire, this AB, see how far he'll go in or out. He can't allow himself to go down looking again.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. He's around first, heading for 2, but that'll be off the wall in right center, and he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
When you heard the crack of the bat, you just knew that was going to get down for an extra base hit. Great way to start an inning, that's for sure.
Jerry Mendez.
In now, Jerry Mendez, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. 1-1. A runner at second, nobody out. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. From the belt, the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Man, I feel for him, but you've got to call a spade a spade. Right? He's really struggling. The sample size is 3+ innings, and in that time, he's given up 8 hits, so it might be time to cut your losses. And make a change out there.
He's 0 for 1 thus far from the stretch.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That's just a great pitch, both on the call from the catcher and the execution. If he hits it, there's a good chance it turns into a double play ball, but it's also a spot that's going to get a lot of whiffs, too. That's excellent pitching.
No balls and 1 strike. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. And that finds the target. 0-2 now. Mendez, base runner at first with 1 out. Breaking ball, called third strike as that catches the zone for out number 2. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Simone Muzziotti. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. High in the air out to center field. He's under it, and that ends the inning. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Reading leads it 4-0. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Kerry Chow. Liner towards second, but this will be gloved out there at second as he didn't have far to go for the out. Next to dig in, Scott Spindler. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
A little bit of a unique home run of that last one. A changeup in off the plate that he pulled for a home run. Not a real good idea to throw that changeup on the inner half of the plate. More executed, well-executed changeups are more down and away.
Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it, so that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Jose Appleton will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far.
Well, the skipper has to be pleased. They go on the road and win the first 2 of this 3-game series. Playing for the sweep tomorrow.
And tonight's comes to a conclusion. 6-1 the final. The Reading fighting Phils jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Jeff Singer earns his first win of the season. Welcome to MLB The Show in this presentation of minor league baseball. Garrett Hill starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3. But if you can master 5 like he has, you'll be in pretty good shape.
The designated hitter.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Randolph is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
3.
So next to bat will be Tony Ballard. He flew out in his last debut. Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike.
Not the ideal location for a changeup up in the zone, but he got away with it.
Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That's not an at-bat he or his hitting coach are going to be happy with.
3.
Digging in next, Tony Ballard struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1.
Hey, get a good one. Get a good piece on it, huh? Let's go.
1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. 2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
3-2, full count. Now the payoff pitch home. Count still full, 3-2. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Lifted in the air to center. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. Digging in will be Tony Ballard. Flew out last time up.
The designated hitter.
Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. And every pitch so crucial in a tie ball game, so he'll step out and ask for time. And he fouls this one off.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. But it's backed up well, so luckily there will be no advance. Stepping in next, Aderlin Rodriguez. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. 0-2, here it is. This is on the ground over to first. To second for 1. Back to first, and they won't get them both, but they wouldn't have had any had it not.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
4-2, the final score today. The Erie Seawolves came through late, taking the lead in the 8th. To the pen.
If you got it, ain't no stopping on the go. Got a convoy if you got it. Going live, good it is show. Got a convoy if you got it. Ain't no stopping on the go. Got a convoy if you got it. Going live, good it is show. Feel the pace. Step on the deck. We need to stretch. Mama the truth, playing it cool, wipe out the sweat. Get in the zone, take on the throne, I'm about to blitz. Home run, I'm throwing, and by their opponent, show me who next. Playing the field, look alive. Slide, die, line drive like Dion on prime time. I'm 0'd in, why bun down when I settle in, I break ground. Feel the bass when you not around. Golden glove with a triple crown, I raise the ring cause I hold it down. I'm about to chase, money in case, clean the base, pick up the pace. I'm about to chase, money in case, clean the base. Got a call for it, you got it, ain't no stop. Got a call for it, you got it, doing live, good, it's show. Got a call for it, you got it, ain't no stopping on the go. Got a call for it, if you
It's actually happening. The organization has decided to try him as both a position player and as a pitcher. They're really trying it here at the AA level. Jonathan Mayo of MLB Pipeline is with me. Jonathan, do you think this can work?
I mean, can it work, Ben? Yeah, of course it can work. It hasn't worked all too often. There are more and more teams who are trying to make it work. Most of these guys as amateurs were two-way players. They don't specialize usually until later on, and often they choose one or the other. You see more and more teams really making an effort to let players do both, to see maybe one jumps to the foreground on its own organically. It's awfully hard just because of the amount of work that you have to put in to excel either as a hitter and position player or as a pitcher. Naturally, some work is going to be taken away from one or the other if you're splitting your focus. And that's why we haven't seen it too often. Guys have to be tremendous athletically to be able to do both. The work ethic has to be off the charts. It's happened a couple of times at the major league level, but it's few and far between. So I'm really interested to see if it's going to work out in this case.
A prospect receives a check-in from his agent, who wants to make sure his client's career is being launched in a way that suits the young man's goals and ambitions. A minor league pitching coach offers advice to a new member of his staff.
Future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Akron Rubber Ducks and the Erie Seawolves. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next.
Erie Seawolves.
He's safe.
So now into the box is Harold Ramirez, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. A bouncer to the left side, fielded cleanly. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
That hit him. First base.
Ready now is Tony Ballard. Let's take a look at this young two-way player and the experiment they're running with him. You see him on the mound sometimes, but most of his work is in the field. Would you have wanted to do something like that, Dan?
It's very interesting, Manny, because most pitchers that have big arms, you can move them around the diamond. One of the things you have to have if you want to play defensively, particularly in the outfield or one of the middle infield spots, is to have the strong arm. The key is going to be how they can be able to...
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side.
4-4. Take the base. 3.
Leading off the inning, it'll be Tony Ballard, and they could use a spark from him here.
They've gotten a gut punch to start this game. There's no doubt about this, but that's when you have to turn the scoreboards off. Everybody do their job one at bat at a time.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
The 2-1 home. Will not catch the zone. Ball 3. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Chang will stay with it as he backs up and puts it. Next to stand in is Ben Gamble. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The 1-2. This one's down to third. He's got it. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left on.
Leading off for the Seawolves.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. 0-1 the count. And he squares this one nicely, and it's lined into center field for a leadoff single. The relay. And they'll run him down and tag him for the out. Next up, Harold Ramirez. 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one. Here now the 2-2. To third. Reined in. And there's out number 2. So now here is Tony Ballard.
Number 4. Tony.
Now the first pitch. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
Ramirez is over just a few steps to his left as he takes it for out number 2. 14-0 is the final in this one. The Akron Rubber Ducks jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Ethan Hankins gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Time for minor league baseball. Now at the plate, Tony Ballard.
Batting third, the third baseman, Tony Ballard.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, Matty, I've been really impressed with this team, especially on the recent road trip to start to it. They're 3-1.
Come on.
Well, the play's been made, and with it comes the end of the inning. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one. Striding in is Daniel Johnson. He was able to plate 2 with a base hit in his first appearance. Hit on the ground to third. Fielded cleanly. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Stepping up is Tony Ballard. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch. No balls and a strike to count. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hole, 0-2.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. That was a nasty looking. Next to hit is Tony Ballard. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. First pitch of the AB now. Line to the right side, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Into the box, Aderlin Rodriguez trying to bring in the tying run from third here. Bounce it to the left side. There's one. Back to first, but he wasn't able to get enough on the throw, and they'll just get 1. So next to hit is Cam Gibson, 1 for 2. He grounded out first time up and followed that with a base hit. This one's flared out toward left. And that's going to find real estate and fall in for a base hit. And that'll bring in the go-ahead run from third. It's now a 4-3 game.
Boy, not much he can do with that one from a pitching standpoint. D-Row makes a pretty good pitch, and somehow, some way, this guy's able to muscle one in for a base hit.
Yeah, and you know what? Good job by the hitter right there, not trying to do too much.
He's out. 3 out. That hit him. He's got first.
Now at the plate, here is Tony Ballard, singled in his last at-bat. First pitch coming, here it is. On its tailor-made to short, 6-3. It's a double play, and the inning is over. It's a run on 2 hits, 1. And this evening's contest comes to a close, 5-3, the final. The Seawolves used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Alex Faedo gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Corey Conroy earns the save out of the bullpen, his second. Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show tonight. And now in the box, Andrew Monasterio.
Batting second, the second baseman, Andrew.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at 2. The throw pulls him off the bag.
And that play is indicative of how their entire season has gone so far. They make the routine plays difficult, and if there's a tough play, they really struggle with it. They need to tighten up their fundamentals so they can get that.
So the next to bat will be Tony Ballard. 2 hits and 8 tries for the series. From the stretch.
Hey, great job by the offense right here to put a number up on the board and allow this young gun to go out on the mound, relax a little bit, and establish that good fastball.
Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. Ooh, he saws him off with that one.
Pick it up.
And they'll just tag him out along the first base line. Next, it'll be Tony Ballard. The base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
This is a situation where you have to step out of the box and tell yourself, my job is to get the runner in from third. It'd be nice to gap one and get them both in, but you want to take a little pressure off you offensively and just focus on being productive.
Now before the next pitch, time is called at home plate as he'll step out. Morgan at third, Morrison at second with 1 away. And now maybe a mind game or two going on down there as he steps out a second time in the AB. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses, ball 2. And he'll step out for a third time now. Boy, rather indecisive up there. The 2-1. Shot down the line. It's a fair ball.
You got it. 2.
Yeah, I think he was sitting on the fastball, so when he got the changeup, he was way out in front of it, but he kept his hands back long enough to keep it fair down the line. That's not always easy to do.
Runner's on his way to third. Hit back up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. Throwing to second. And they will tag him out in a rundown, and that is Bonehead City right there. Leading off the inning, it'll be Ernie Clement as they'll look to spark the offense and even things up.
Ernie Clement.
And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. He'll put it away without much trouble, and the leadoff man is up next. Harold Ramirez. He flew out in his last AB. Hit on the ground to third. And that's through for his first base hit in this one.
Sometimes this game doesn't make sense right there. He's out on his front side, his butt's in the dugout, and he's still...
And now here is Tony Ballard. He doubled home a pair his last time up. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. He's under it, and that ends the inning. So after the 3-spot last time around, he's... Next, here is Franz Borowitz, who came around to score last time after reaching on an error. Hit hard to third. He's got it. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. So a big at-bat coming up, and it'll be Tony Ballard. And a big at-bat here as he'd be the go-ahead run. Grounded back up the middle. Scooped up to second for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Well, they got the tying run on base, but...
Now to the plate, Harold Ramirez. He's got 1 hit in 4 at-bats. A 2-2 pitch. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And he'll beat the throw as he's got himself a bunt single. So now to the plate, Tony Ballard. The winning run at second, however, the double play in order here. Oh, and this is lined into center field. It's down for a base hit. The throw is wild, and he gets away. And they're going to walk off here with a 7-6 victory.
Always great when a game really comes down to the ninth inning like it did here. They had a chance to walk it off and send their fans home happy, and that's exactly what they did. Lots of smiles around here right now.
The final line score for our ball game. For the victorious Seaboys, 7 runs on 14 hits, 2 errors. They left 7 men on base.
Gospel truth, yeah, that's him right there. That boy stay by the rim right there. Step my dough just like it's philo. Tell the Uber, pick me up on Pico. Yeah, got some in the back like some mosquitoes. And I never play myself. You getting low on the placebo. These C-notes getting them looser than that's how it is. And Primo is the feeling when this trio get down to biz. I heard you need a hit. Got the gloves, you been ollie with the slip. Shower me with love, already fading and drip. This ain't a skit. Blue chip, on the mission, pole position, low.
Jim Callis of MLB Pipeline joins me on the podcast today. Jim, do you think this two-way experiment can work?
Well, it's difficult. You know, it's interesting to take a look at, but there's a reason this doesn't get tried very often is that It's very hard to be a big league hitter. It's very hard to be a big league pitcher. And when you're trying to do both at the same time, it really increases that degree of difficulty. I always think of a guy like Dave Winfield, who was probably the best two-way player. He's drafted in football and basketball too. Unbelievable athlete coming out of Minnesota. And the Padres took him right almost at the top of the draft. He'd struck out 15 in his last College World Series game. And they didn't even mess around with it. They just put him in the big league. They put him in the big leagues, but immediately as a hitter. So it'll be interesting. It can work, but it's that much harder than trying to just make it as a one-way player.
A manager confronts his club about an unacceptable team statistic.
Your
Tony
attention, please.
Ballard will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far.
Tony Ballard.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Daniel Johnson. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Johnson.
Back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. So with that, we're not done with the bottom of the eighth quite yet.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Ernie Clement is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike one. Fork ball misses, 1-1.
1-1.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Johnson leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Easy there, big fella. 2-2. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. That's popped up. And that's in there. Base hit. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Wow, he must be living right because he gets absolutely jammed. Thought we were going to see the bat splintered, but instead he muscles the ball to right for a double. Might get some echoes from his teammates, but no doubt he'll take it.
Yu Chang is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Hey, that was a big pitch right there. You fall behind 2-0, you give this hitter count leverage. He probably tries to amp.
And we'll just leave it there as they make the play to end the inning. 3-2, the finish in tonight's game. The Rubber Ducks came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Joel Benjamin gets the win in relief, his second of the year. Eloy Amaya closes the door for the save, his third of the campaign. The show's continuing coverage. And stepping in, Tony Ballard. Let's take a look at this young two-way player and the experiment they're running with him. You see him on the mound sometimes, but most of his work is in the field. Would you have wanted to do something like that, Dan?
It's very interesting, Manny, because most pitchers that have big arms, you can move them around the diamond. One of the things you have to have if you want to play defensively, particularly in the outfield or one of the middle infield spots, is to have the strong arm. The key is going to be how they can be able to save his arm if he's going to pitch and mix him into that mix as a position player. But when you have an arm like this guy does, you have a chance to do both and do both well.
Of course, it would have been tough for you to pull that off, Danny, being a left-handed pitcher. A few of the infield positions might have given you a hard time.
Yeah, it would have been difficult in my situation, Matt, being a lefty, because other than first base or one of the corner outfield spots, I think I would have had a difficult time playing third, short, or second. So my work would have been on the mound or probably one of the corner outfield spots.
And another foul ball. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Ground ball right side. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So they pick up no runs, no base hits, no errors, and one man left on base. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Tony Ballard. He had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out. Didn't look to me like that was much. Leading off the inning, it'll be Tony Ballard, and they could use a spark from him here.
Offense just needs to find a way to get that pass the baton mentality. Starts one at bat at a time. I know they need base runners clearly. Maybe if they could get a few guys on the pillow, someone can bop one and get them back in this.
Now batting, shortstop.
Now at the plate is Zach Short, who went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, big-time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Now into the box, Marty Keys, as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box. And there's a base hit on the line. Find the ball. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
Boy, Dero, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
And they get the double play at third.
Your attention, please.
Stepping in once again is Tony Ballard. Runner in scoring position with two gone. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike one.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo, up and in.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Next, it'll be Doug Cloven, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. The 1-2. Weekly hit to third. He's got it. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and both runners are going to be safe.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
And the score finishes 4-1 today. Akron took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Scott Moss earns his first win. His fourth.